Before you fill that prescription, there's something you need to know. I'm not here to tell you medication is wrong. I'm not here to make you feel guilty about a decision you're facing. I'm here because I've sat across from hundreds of parents in my office. Parents who were told medication was their only option and who wish someone had shown them the full picture first. I'm Dr. Bryant and I spent over 15 years as a pediatric chiropractor. And by the end of this video, you're gonna understand what's happening in your child's brain and nervous system, why behavioral issues are often have a physical root cause, and what questions to ask before making any decision. Because you deserve to make this choice with all the information. So picture this moment. You're sitting in a doctor's office. Your child has been struggling. Focus issues, behavior problems, maybe sensory meltdowns. You've been exhausted. You're worried, second guessing yourself. And then the doctor slides a prescription across the desk. Part of you feels relief, finally an answer. But part of you feels something else, a question in the back of your mind. Is this really the only way? I meet parents at this exact moment all the time. And here's what I tell them. That question you're feeling, that's not resistance. That's your intuition, and it deserves to be heard. Here's what most parents aren't told. When a child struggles with focus, behavior, or regulation, there's usually something happening underneath those symptoms. Medication addresses the symptoms, but it doesn't always address the underlying root cause. Think of it like this. If your check engine light came on, you could put tape over it. The light would be gone. Problem solved, right? But the engine issue would still be there, getting worse, unseen. In children, there are often physical factors creating these symptoms. Nervous system dysfunction from birth trauma or early childhood stress, retained primitive reflexes that force the brain to work overtime, gut-brain axis issues affecting neurotransmitter production, neurostructural shifts which interferes with the spine and nerve communication. None of these show up on standard assessments. They're not tested for in a 15-minute pediatrician visit, but they can be the actual drivers of what your child is experiencing. Here's what I believe. Before putting a child on medication that affects the developing brain, every parent deserves to explore whether there's a physical, structural cause. Not because medication is bad, but because if there is an underlying root cause, that changes everything. In our office, we assess, we don't guess. We look at exactly how the nervous system is handling stress and functioning. We see if there's any indicators of interference and where. And then we address that with gentle, specific chiropractic adjustments. I've seen kids labeled with ADHD have cervical spine tensions, kids diagnosed with behavioral disorders who have retained reflexes, kids on the autism spectrum who show significant improvement when their nervous system was supported. Not cured, supported. Give that foundation an ability to function better. If you're a parent facing this decision right now, and this is giving you something to think about, drop a comment below. Tell me where you are in this journey. I read every single comment. I want to tell you about Marcus, 7 years old, diagnosed with ADHD. His parents came to me 2 days before they were supposed to start medication. They said, "We just want to know if there's anything else." When we assessed his nervous system, we found areas in his body receiving abnormal information, areas that affect focus, attention, and the ability to calm. After several weeks of care, his teacher called his mom and said, "What happened to Marcus? It's like he's a different kid." He never started the medication. He didn't need to. Now, not every child's story ends this way. Some kids do benefit from medication, and that's okay. But should we at least check for the underlying root cause first? Here's what I want you to walk away with. You're not a bad parent for questioning. You're not difficult for wanting more information. You are advocating for your child, and that makes you exactly the kind of parent that your child needs. If you want to explore whether or not neurologically focused chiropractic care could help your child, before or alongside any other interventions, we're here for you. Complimentary consultations, no pressure, just answers. Comment root cause below or click the link in the description. You're doing an amazing job. Keep trusting that gut, and remember, we're here for you.